11. I am officially going to do a vlog today. I have been saying that for quite some time and I haven't really done it, so I'm actually going to take this time to do a vlog. My hair is very oily and disgusting, but I just want to let you know it looks like this because yesterday I slept with jojoba oil on my hair. Yes, it is oily, but it's intended. It's basically what I would say. I'm going to take a shower now, make some breakfast. I'm doing a detox today for one day. Haven't been eating very healthy over the weekend, so I figured I would take one day to do kind of like a cleanse or detox. Detoxes are good for you once in a while, but it's not something you want to sustain. Obviously, your body needs to, have food in its system to utilize that for energy, but detoxes are okay if you're doing it like once a month or twice a month or something, just to kind of let your body take a break, and I definitely need it. So I'm gonna be doing a detox. So I'll probably make smoothies, kind of like small healthy meals, like eating frequently. We're also going biking with Daniel once he gets back from work. So we have a lot of fun things going on. So I just want to share what I use in the shower because I think a lot of what I use is kind of different. Okay, so again, excuse the hair. It's intentionally oily. Oh, and the jojoba oil I use, I got off of Amazon as well. It's just this gigantic 100% pure and natural jojoba oil that can also be used on your face, which I do. What I really like about jojoba oil is that it keeps my skin moisturized, but it also has like antioxidant properties to help with that component. So shampoo wise, I bought this Love Beauty and Planet coconut oil, and it's like ylang something. It's sulfate free shampoo, so I'm using that. I'm trying to use this up so I can actually use the shampoo I really want to use, which comes with this conditioner. I love this conditioner. It smells so good, makes my hair smell so good. It's the Sheen Perfect Serum Golden Morocco Argan Oil. This is just the conditioner because my conditioner ran out, so I'm using the conditioner first. Usually, I go through conditioner less fast than the shampoo because the shampoo I use with Daniel. So obviously we're, both using the shampoo, but it comes as a set, so it comes with the shampoo and conditioner, and I love it. It smells so good. And finally, for body wash, I use this Bouncha. It's like a Japanese product. Got it off of Amazon. It was like 15 bucks, so a little bit pricier, but I really like it. It smells really good. The one thing I did notice, it does have kind of like a drying effect. So after you put it on your skin, and you wash it with water, it feels like very dry more than it feels moist. So that's kind of my only one complaint I really have, but otherwise. So I'm going to shower, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, so I finished my shower, and just wanted to show you kind of what I do on a daily basis. After my shower, I put this serum on. It's from the same line as my hair conditioner. It's from the Sheen Perfect Repair Serum. I have been using this. It's probably like my second bottle that I went through, and I already have a third bottle in place. I used to have really short hair, and in order for me to be able to like grow out my hair this much, I think that like this serum really helped. I've dyed my hair many times. My hair's, you know, not the perfect hair. It definitely needed a little bit of help, and this did a really good job for that. Next, something that I've been using is these two. So again, jojoba oil, and this is just the Biore Witch Hazel for your pores. Since it's been getting hotter, I just feel like my pores need a little bit more of help. So I don't use this every day, and I don't use it multiple times a day. I usually use it like probably like once every other day. The reason why is this is really good for people who have acne prone skin. For someone like me who really doesn't, it can get harsh on my skin because it has that salicylic acid. So I just use it like once every other day. It does kind of burn my eye a little bit when using it because of that alcohol. And then the jojoba I use every day, twice a day. It is like the best moisturizer. For some people this might feel really heavy, but I'd rather use like an oil than a heavy cream, especially since I do have like dry skin. I love this oil. I've been using it for the past, I want to say, week, 2 weeks, and it's definitely a game changer for me. So I use that all over my face, and I've actually used like a pretty decent amount of it considering I got it like a week to 2 weeks ago. But that's also because I use it for my hair. I like things that are multifunctional. I think it's just more cost effective as well if they have multiple functions. Another thing I'm gonna use is a lip balm because my lips get very chapped, and sunscreen. It's been getting really hot. It's been really sunny, which I love. I'm not complaining. However, when I don't use sunscreen, as you can kind of tell, I get these little sun dots or freckles. So I definitely have to use sunscreen, and this isn't my favorite sunscreen, to be honest. It's the Claire Soft Air UV Essence sunscreen. I really liked Dr. G, the moisture sunscreen. I honestly love that one. However, like, because you know this one was pretty expensive too, I'm gonna use this one up before I repurchase sunscreen. But for people who have dry skin and need sunscreen, like that would be a really good sunscreen to use. The reason why I don't like this one is you can kind of see how it leaves like residue on my face. It just doesn't like go into my skin like right away. It kind of like remains on the surface of my skin, which I'm not a fan of. So again, you know, really prefer Dr. G if you are looking for a good sunscreen that's moisturizing. I think that's like the first sunscreen I was like, oh my gosh, I actually really love it. The reason why I bought this one was because that one's kind of small for what you're paying. So I thought, oh, like maybe if I buy this, that's supposed to also be moisturizing, it might be like a better, you know, cost efficiency if I liked it, but I don't like it. And then finally the Tula Glow and Get It. You know, being a nurse, I haven't worked for 2 weeks now. I was off for 2 weeks, but being a nurse in general can get very tiring. You know, it's a high stress job, and my skin, it shows. especially working in med surg. So, and that is it. I will do makeup, but today I'm gonna go work out and go biking with Daniel, so I really don't see purpose to wearing makeup. Hey guys, so it's now 9:30. Something I've been doing every morning is, even before turning on the TV, even before getting coffee, I sit here at my computer and kind of think about what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. This kind of allows me to utilize my day and not waste it, which that's what I have been doing if I don't give myself like a strategic plan. I'm such a planner that I need to have it written out what I'm going to do in order for me to kind of structure my day. So I have been doing that, you know, for the past like couple days. I did it more with school, obviously, than I have been doing with, you know, with not going to school anymore. But something I've always enjoyed doing is every month I like to plan or make goals for myself that month. So what I really like about this planner, it kind of tells you, you know, it gives you like this notes section, and I write what my goals are for the month of June, because it's June 1st. Happy June. You know, so one of the things I am going to try doing is try working out on my days off, and Bible study at least once a week. And also like money-wise, financially, what I want to save up to, and also learn to be more patient with myself. So I have been going to therapy. It's really not like, you know, I'm depressed or whatnot, but I started off therapy because I had such bad anxiety with work. Being a new nurse, you have so much anxiety, and I think it's good to even see a therapist. In my culture, you know, it was deemed kind of like weird or off to see a therapist. You know, like obviously you go see a doctor for a physical every year, but to go to a therapist meant you actually had a problem. But the way I see it is that even if you don't have a problem, or even if you do have a problem, having a therapist is there to kind of keep you in check with yourself, your mental health. You could go to a therapist even on your good days. I talk to my therapist on my good days. Lately, I have been having more bad days than good. So, you know, I've been just catching up with my therapist once a week, talking to her, you know, figuring things out that I really can't figure out for myself, like, you know, what is going on with me. I'll talk to her about it. So I think it's just really good to see a therapist, and I honestly recommend it to everyone who, I mean, I think everyone should see a therapist, but specifically if you're struggling to get through something by yourself, if you're struggling to be able to talk to someone. Like, I know my parents they're very receptive, but at the same time, they don't understand what I go through, and that's normal, you know, it's generational like differences, but it's also the fact that like our occupations are so different, that, you know, our mindsets are also different. You know, they grew up in this generation of, you know, immigrating to the US, working hard. They didn't really have time to worry about the mental aspect of themselves. Whereas I grew up in this generation where, you know, mental health is advocated for. It's actually, you know, people say like your mental health is actually very important, and it's as important as your physical health, because it could lead to physical problems, which is what happened to me. I was so stressed, I was having these physical issues. So, you know, just to put out there, if you are having these mental health problems, if you just feel like you want to talk to someone, I would highly recommend, if you're in, you know, if your insurance covers it. There's also a lot of different opportunities. Like for myself, I go through, you know, my hospital, they provide these therapy sessions, so I go through them, so I actually don't pay for anything. But, you know, there's other resources out there if you just don't have the financial ability to pay for therapists. So it's something that I would highly recommend. So today, you know, some of the goals I made for myself, I want to do my dishes. Yes,
I do write that out, because it's something you have to do, and sometimes, you know, chores become one of those things that you really want to put off, but I make sure that I do it by adding it to the list. So I said do dishes. I want to go for a bike ride when Daniel gets back. I also have to make lunch for us, to vacuum, and I want a Bible study. So I'm gonna start my Bible study and go from there. So I lied. I wasn't going to do any makeup, but I feel like I might as well, because I don't know, like we might do something just to get more put together. So just some concealer under my eyes. Mr. Ollie always waits for me outside the bathroom here. He always sits here and waits for me, my little bubba. And he's so tired. Like he's, oh, his eyes, I can tell. Right, baby? You're tired. Oh, look at your bald head. Look at this head. So, he's my baby. You're so cute, Ollie. You're so cute. Oh, he's tight. Ollie is a 8-month-old Cocker Spaniel. He's my little baby. I love him to pieces. We got him when he was around 3-4 months. We adopted him from Korea. So he's just a precious little baby. He's still a puppy, so still sleeps, you know, decent amount. Gets tired, so. But yeah, my little. So I'm gonna make lunch now. I'm making chili shrimp, just really good with rice to eat and everything. So I have some ingredients here. All you really need. Let's see. There we go. All you really need is some garlic, chives, and peppers. And here's my sauce. Gonna look like this. Basically, I did some red pepper flakes, sugar, ketchup, vinegar, soy sauce, some sesame seeds, and a little bit of water, so it gives you that beautiful like chili sauce color. And now we're going to cook the shrimp. And rather than using like vinegar or something, I'm gonna actually use butter to cook my shrimp. But I'm gonna add my vegetables, the chives that I had shrimp in here, just like a handful, pretty much. This is like a really good recipe to eat with like rice. So we're gonna add the shrimp in. And with the sauce, like you don't want to add too much water because the shrimp actually like it gives it a little bit of water. So before you add the seasoning, it should look something like this. So you're basically, you have your butter here with your shrimp and all your little ingredients, and you're just going to really kind of let it sit there until the shrimp is kind of cooked, because once you add the sauce in, you can't really tell if the shrimp's fully cooked or not. So just gonna let that cook. So after the shrimp kind of cooked, I added my sauce in. I'm gonna let that simmer on like low heat, so that the sauce will kind of, you know, really smear into the shrimp. But this is what it looks like. It looks really good and delicious. Good morning, world. Oh my gosh, I slept so good. I slept so good, and Mr. Ollie's awake. Can you say hi to the world, Ollie? Say good morning. Say good morning. Say, I'm still tired. I'm falling asleep, but I'm gonna wake up once Mommy heads out the door. He's so adorable, my little baby. Good morning. Good morning, Bubba. Can you see Mommy loves me too much? Mommy loves me too much. Ollie, you want to go out? He gets up right away. He loves being outside in the mornings. So I set up this little thing for him and I give him his food. So I just finished my Bible study and I made myself some coffee. I don't really eat, but I do drink coffee before. I know I'm not supposed to eat anything for like 30 minutes. However, when I work, I need my coffee. So I at least drink coffee. My all-time favorite coffee I drink is just like a K-cup black coffee with almond milk and 2 Splendas. And I only like iced coffee when it's in the summer because it's just way too hot to be drinking anything hot. So my coffee. I just got back from my walk with Ollie today. It's already like 7 pretty much. I have work tomorrow and I'm trying to stay positive. It's like my first day back in 2 weeks, and that kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety. Like, even though I know like that everything's going to be okay, I think that being fairly new to being a nurse, I mean, I'm 8 months in, but still like being fairly new, having that much off and coming back to work, it does kind of scare me a little bit. I'm trying to think positively about it, because when I start getting anxious about work and stuff like that, I can't sleep, which, you know, then gives me other issues. So I'm just trying to tell myself, you know, it's one day, I'm going back, whatever happens, happens, but I am pretty nervous about it. I don't know. I'm just like, you know, I'm nervous and I don't know. I feel kind of like I have this like anxiety. I feel like my heart's just like beating really fast, but that's also kind of in my head. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you're gonna be busy, but you also expect that with everything changing because of COVID and everything, it's just, yeah, one of those things that I feel like it's crummy. Hey guys, so I'm eating lunch. It's 4:40. I basically got 3 admissions all at once, so I was all over the place. And yeah.